Welcome to the course for PowerShell scripting and automation for SQL Server Database Administration class. My name is Rajesh and I will be the trainer for the entire this course. Thanks for the watching my all previous video. Today we are going to discuss how to connect with SQL Server using the PowerShell commandlets and using the .NET library. Let's start now. Let's go and start the PowerShell. So you can see now, so this is I'm using the commandlets to connect the SQL Server. So invoke SQL CMD is a commandlet that is used to connect the PowerShell using the SQL Server. So what I'm going to do, I'm just giving here, changing the server name, what is for my database server name, SQL Server instance name. So I will just copy, I'm pasting here. The first command is import model SQL PS. Disable checklist is just we are using to importing the SQL model. If you are not going to use this, then also it will work. Your command is going to work. But if you are opening your PowerShell and that model has been not loaded, SQL PS model, so that time you have to use this command to load the model. And disable checklist is not going to disable. It is not going to display the any result. Or otherwise, if you are going to import model SQL PS, it is going to display some result. You can see down, and if you are going with this, it is not going to give any result. Now already model has been loaded, so that's why you can't see only this 2-line code has been come. Otherwise, it is going to display the many more things. Come to the commandlets. This is a invoke SQL CMD is the commandlets, and it is used to connect with the SQL Server. If you want to go with the more example, it should be better. You can go like this, get -help, and you can give this invoke SQL CMD and give -example. So if you are going to run this command, it is going to display how you have to use the invoke SQL CMD, and it is going to display the lot of examples also. And it is given the synopsis also. It is given that all detail how you can run one example, 2, example 3. So we are not going to discuss. It is up to you. Whenever you will free, just go to the example, or you can Google it, invoke SQL CMD. You will come to know what is this command. So what I'm going to do, invoke SQL CMD, you have to type, then you have to pass the parameter -server name. You can see here as a invoke SQL CMD, how to use it. So get -help, and if you're going to run this command, so you will able to see the syntax. So how you can use, you have to use the invoke SQL CMD. After that, what thing you have to pass, you have to pass the connection timeout, you can pass the database, you can pass the maximum length, and there is a many thing is there which one you will able to pass. You can pass the server name. So if you server instance name, so like this. So what I have given here, I have written the invoke SQL CMD. After that, I have given the -SQL instance name, and in this variable I have saved my SQL server name. And after that, I am passing my -database. I am passing my database from here, database name, and I am writing -query, and just I am writing the query as select star from T1. If I'm going to execute only this much command, it is going to give me the result now. So I have connected the SQL Server using SQL CMD, and it is given the result. So later we are going to do very big programming using this. So this is the just basic things how you can understand the SQL Server with the help of PowerShell. Next things is, you can see here, same server I am trying to fetch the data, but this time I don't want the result should be displayed here. I can give the pipe symbol. I have already explained you. Pipe symbol means what is the output of this is going to become the input for this. So as per input, what I have told, out file I want. So I want this whatever result has been displayed to save into some other file. So I'm taking that location of this file, and I want to generate the file here. So I can give result.txt. So this time I have selecting this much of line and just execute it. This time the command has been executed and the result has been generated here. If you open, you can see the same result, it is here. So in this way, you will able to connect with the SQL Server using the commandlets. So I am already told you many times, same thing you can do from the commandlet, same thing you can use the .NET library, same thing you can do from SMO, same thing you can able to do from your DBA tool. Same thing means not all work, but many work you will able to do. So when this commandlet was not developed for this PowerShell SQL commandlets, then how the people was connecting using the SQL Server, using the .NET features. So just go and just we will start this. So this is the get content means just server name. I will just create one folder here. I'm giving the server name, and in server name I am just saving my server name as this. I save my server name. I will give this path only. Here this time I don't want to use the SQL commandlets. I'm using the .NET library to connect with the SQL Server. And the file name I've given the server name.txt. So I will just copy this, pasting here. So server name. If I'm going to execute this command, get content, it is going to give me the result of this server, which server I have saved. Last video I have already explained about the get content, why the get content has been used. After that, if you are using the .NET connectivity, you have to create one connection string. In the connection string, I'm taking one variable and I'm saving the connection string. In this connection string, I am declaring a server name. So server dollar, I will just write server is equal to, I'm giving this variable, means in this variable, the server name has been saved. I'm giving just database is equal to database name. And after that, I have to pass integrated security, that is called SSPI. SSPI stand for Security Support Provider Interface. So the SSPI allows the application to use any of the available security package on system without changing the interface to the security service. What the meaning of this means, if you are writing here, and why it's required to do this, because what is happening now, I am trying to connect with SQL Server from PowerShell using .NET command, right? .NET library or .NET command. So here we are doing the three-way, means connecting SQL Server from PowerShell with the help of .NET. So here SSPI means security provider interface, we have to write SSPI. So SSIPI, what it will do, it will be just connect with your SQL Server with the same authentication which one you are using in the PowerShell. Just example, when you are logging into your system, you are giving the credential only one time. Just you will give your credential, your login name and password, you are logging into the server. Once you are going inside the server, that same login name has been there into the AD, Active Directory, and your all application is synced with your Active Directory. Whenever you are opening the SQL Server, what happens? SQL Server will not ask your any login if you want to connect with the Windows authentication, because SQL is using the same authentication which you are using for your system or your server. Same thing, your PowerShell is also using your same credential, which credential you have logged into the PowerShell. Then after that, PowerShell which credential is using, if the same credential is present in your SQL Server, it will try to match and it will try to connect. So you can see that's why it is given. The SSPI does not establish the login credential because that is generally a provided operating handled by operating system. The meaning of this means this, if you are giving SSPI, the meaning of this means it will tell it is a trusted thing which login we are there in the PowerShell, same credential you try and log into SQL Server. So this is connecting with Windows authentication. If you want to know the more thing, you can go SSPI and you can use into this. If you want to go with the SQL authentication, then you should not have to use this. You can use some other thing. That one we will discuss into the later classes, and there is a separate video for how we can connect with the SQL Server authentication and how we can connect with the Windows authentication. As of now, just I am connecting Windows authentication and I have make my connection string. You can make your connection string using the SQL authentication also. There you have to provide the SQL login and SQL password. Okay, so after that I have declare one variable. In this variable, just I have written my some command, SQL command, which one I want to run. And then these three command you have to remember. Means you have to create the new object. In the new object, you have to pass the your command, and second thing you have to pass your connection string, and then third one is your, if you want to fetch the data, then you have to use the system.data table. So these three line you have to remember, and you have to pass this in such a way like you will write the DA dollar DA means this what you have created the new object and where you have saved dot fill, this one you have to remember, and after that bracket you can pass this system.data table, that new object which one you have created, it is saved here. And once you are going to run this, and it is going to display the result. So there is no need, this is just SVR, it is going to give you the server name, and after that DT is nothing but it is going to display the result. I am formatting the table with the auto size. So if I'm going to execute this, you will see the same result is came here. It is given the server name, after that it display the result of it. So if you want, you can remove this format auto size. What is the result will come here? So result is nothing but it is the same, because no need of formatting the output, the result is very less. If I'm going to remove this, what will be going to be happen? Result will display, but this name of the server is not going to display. So now you can see SQL Server name is not coming here. So this one, whatever we are connecting to the single server and we are running the script. In the later classes, we are going to learn how we can connect with the multiple of SQL Server to and run the single script, or how to connect with the multiple of server run into the single server. You can connect with the SQL Server and you can run the single script in the all database. You can go with multiple of script into the single database. Everything you will able to do, just we will learn into the later classes video. Thanks for watching this video. Please continue with my next video, which one is also going to become more interesting. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you all. Bye.